My name is Fernando Morales de la Cruz. I'm a Guatemalan journalist that has been investigating misery, child labor in the supply chains of all corporations and all developed nations for 10 years now. I'm in Davos for the 14th time, and this time I'm demanding the World Economic Forum and all corporate members to actually fire all the children, because 2,500 WEF participants have more than 75 million children working in their supply chains, and I'm not even including the Chinese children, even if the Chinese premier is here. If we included the Chinese children, we would be talking probably about 110, 120 million children working, only for the 2,500 WEF delegates. This is not really the way an organization that claims to be improving the state of the world should be working, because there is also hunger, malnutrition in their supply chains. And why? Because they don't care. Until now, 53 years since 1971, Dr. Schwab and the members of the board of the WEF, which have actually changed over the years, have not taken any action to eliminate child labor or forced labor, slavery, in the supply chains of even their own offices next to Lake Geneva. This is absolutely unacceptable. I believe that this has to stop. So I wrote a letter from Davos to Pope Francis in the hope that he would actually intervene to try to find a way to move the World Economic Forum and every one of its members to respect the rights of all children to education and to fire all the children and hire adults, because this is what has to be done. Of course, it costs money, but somebody has to start by changing the business models. And I'm here also denouncing Norway, a country that has an investment fund of $1.3 trillion, and they invest in more than 9,200 corporations. I have written twice to the prime ministers of Norway, because I have changed, and they don't care. Yes, Norway, as a shareholder, profits from the exploitation of tens of millions of children by investing in hundreds of corporations that use minors to generate a profit. This last statement was even admitted by the Norwegian Pension Fund to Bloomberg. There is an article by Bloomberg that says that the Norwegian Pension Fund acknowledges that they own shares in corporations that use minors to generate a profit. This is absolutely illegal according to Norwegian law, but it also violates the Norwegian state obligations to protect and defend human rights and children's rights. So I also demand the Prime Minister of Norway, the Governor of the Norwegian Central Bank, Mr. Nicolai Tangen, CEO of the Norwegian Pension Fund, officially known as Norges Bank Investment Management, or the Government Pension Fund Global, to actually demand every corporation in which they are shareholders how many children work for them and when they are going to fire all the children to be ethical. Why? Because Norway should not be profiting from slave labor and child labor. As a state, it is actually violating its own laws. A lot has to change in the world, but nothing really will change until we defend the right of all girls and boys to education. And it's quite sad that 53 years after the WEF started, most of the media don't report about this. Today, I was denied the right to speak by many journalists. It's terrible. They're here only to be PR pieces for the corporations. That's not their job, especially when they are state-owned. That's actually not service to the public that pays their salaries. This also has to stop. The media has to stop being an accomplice of the exploiters. Because if they don't denounce the exploiters, they're actually partnering with them in their silence. So from Davos, in 2024, I demand zero child labor, and I ask every member of every board of every corporation to respect the laws of their countries and in every country that they're operating, but above all, to change the business models that exploit slaves and children. It has to stop. From Davos, Fernando Morales de la Cruz from Zero Child Labor.